Welcome back to Trails to Azure. I'm the TheDarkSeraph. Last time we went hunting pussy. Chasing pussy, whatever. Oh. And there's my little angel. I love her! Oh, I thought I heard you guys. Come in. Yeah, we're taking a quick break. By the way, Kia, you wouldn't happen to be baking muffins right now, would you? Mm-hmm. I had a feeling you'd be home soon, so I made you all maple muffins. Considerate little gal, aren't ya, Keto? That's so sweet. Why don't I brew us some tea to go along with them, then? Oh, that's how it went down. Weird way to run into that girl. I don't think she was up to anything in particular, though. Probably just bored and wanted some air. Still no activity from the Red Constellation. Shush! Don't you backsass me. Don't you ruffle your feathers at me. That's backsassing. Don't backsass me. Don't backsass me. Not yet. The 1st Division will contact us if anything changes. I get how you feel, but try to be patient. We'll hear you. In any case, we have more than just the Red Constellation to worry about. Let's keep our eyes peeled for any signs while we're on patrol. Right. It'd be terrible if any incidents occurred while the dignitaries were in town. We can also use the orbital car to patrol the outskirts of the state if we have time. Is everything going out okay? Yeah, but we have to get back to work. Thanks for the muffins, Kia. They were delicious. You've grown into quite the baker. The rest of us are falling behind. Have you picked up a few pointers from Oscar? Yep, I sure have. Oh, there's still some leftovers if you want them. They should be fine till tomorrow. Well, aren't you so thoughtful? You're gonna make your papa cry if you keep this up. I hope you weren't referring to yourself. Yeah, Lloyd is her father. But if you're still interested, I'm sure we could slot you in for the quirky uncle role. You think you got what it takes to beat me for Dad of the Year? Let's go. Huh? Neither of you are as mature enough to be a father at this rate. We'll just have to split custody between yourselves somehow. Fun fact, Kia does take the name Bannings. You've been promoted. You were presented with Wing as a reward for your performance. Is that a quartz, maybe? Not a quartz. Master quartz? It is a master quartz. Prevents ailment stat down by 25%. That would be better on Ellie because I am having her focus as a healer right now. My God, look at, holy moly. That was definitely the right decision. A Grey Falcon. There's Sieg. What the? What is that, a White Hawk? Actually, I'd say it looks more like a falcon. Who cares? The hell's that thing doing in the middle of the city? I get the feeling he's trying to tell us something. It reminds me a bit of when Zeit tries to communicate. Man, if only Teotop were here, I bet she'd be able to suss it out. But we have Keto for that. What's going on? And a white bird. I love this girl. I love her. She's adorable. Her eyes just light up with wonder at the sight of this bird. He looks so cool. Look at how sharp his beak is. And, of course, Sieg likes being praised. Birds are vain animals, after all. Isn't that right, birds? Are you vain? I think I get you. Can Kia understand what he's saying? That's amazing. Okay, this little birdie's name is Sieg. He says he has a message. Does he? Would you look at that? There's a note tied to his leg. Dear members of the Crossbell Police Department Special Support Section, my apologies for contacting you in this manner. I heard about your various deeds and accomplishments. If you have the time, I would like to request a private consultation with your division. We will expecting you on the terrace at the Crossbell Airport this evening. P.S. In the event that you are unable to accept, no reply is necessary. Is that what I think it is? An anonymous request to meet in private, it sounds awfully suspicious. Maybe, but I don't know many two-bit thugs with handwriting and dictation as flowery as this. Kinda hard to miss the white falcon crest on the paper, too. What did he say, Kia? He says it's up to you guys if you want to go. Fair enough. What should we do? I might have a guess on who the sender is, but it's a little hard to believe. No kidding. The White Falcon Crest is a bit of a giveaway, especially when the real one came to deliver it. It practically makes you shiver with expectation, doesn't it? Someone went through a lot of trouble to set this up. I say we accept. But evening's still a ways out for us, so let's get back to our usual business. Do I have any more requests in? No, I do not. I suppose I could go scour. I guess I go check the outskirts real quick. Yeah, he wants peculiar dishes. I don't know if there's any reason to go to Belgard, but I'm right here. I'm just going to go check various places, see if anything interesting's around. I did get a recipe out of this, so I do remember there being a recipe book in whatever in that downtown building. Someone fancy is here. Prince Albert's private limousine. He is currently under the protection of the R.E.S. McLean from the Bracer Killed. Okay. I'll see if there's anything interesting here. Don't worry, I'll check over your... Okay. Is she giving a sleep checkup? That's kind of funny. One of the staff on break taking a nap and it's just dreaming about her work. I think we've all been there. I wonder if I can visit Shizuku. I can! Kia and I have a lot of fun at the unveiling ceremony. If I really do get my eyesight back, I'd love to go see Orcus Tower with her again. I hope you do, you precious child. How are you feeling, Michael? I haven't had a single spasm, Miss Cecil. I can barely believe it. That's great to hear. You're going to be discharged in no time, and that means you'll be able to live with your parents again. Yeah, it makes me happy, but kind of sad, too. Once I go back to Le Mans, I won't be able to see you or Shizuku anymore. We have been fighting for this together for a long time, haven't we? I'll miss you too, Michael. But no matter how far apart we are, the bond we share will never break. That's sweet. Oh, and there's Arios. It would seem we have company. Well, isn't this a surprise? Prince Albert of Rimaferia. And Arios, too. I wasn't expecting to see you here. Your Lordship, this is the special support section that I mentioned earlier. I thought they might be. It's a pleasure to meet you, ladies and gentlemen of the SSS. My name is Albert von Bartholomeus, though you may know me as the head of the state of the Principality of Rimaferia. I understand that you all have been working hard for Crossbell's future. It's a pleasure to meet you, your lordship. I have been hoping to have this opportunity, actually. Arios has told me quite a bit about your division. It's even a familiar face among you. It's been some time, Ellie. Indeed it has. I'm glad to see you're doing well, your lordship. Though I certainly didn't expect to see you here today. Are you perhaps performing an inspection of the hospital? Indeed, Rimaferia is one of St. Ursula's sponsors. I also wanted to take the chance to catch up with Silent here and see how she's settled in. And I was asked to be his escort, though personally I'd rather be traveling with a few more guards. Why he prefers to be accompanied by no more than myself, as in the chauffeur, is beyond me. My confidence in you is just that high, Arios, my friend. Not to mention, a security detail would only have served to interfere with the hospital's normal proceedings. He says as if he isn't doing exactly this very second. It's not as though you had to schedule this inspection now of all times. If you ask me, you would have been better off, sir, focusing completely on the trade conference. Shouldn't a guest of the state be a little more self-aware? You never were one to pull punches, were you? The Grand Prince has more connections than I realized. You're right, Ellie, Arios, Dr. Silent, all seem to know him quite well. These two in particular must go way back. I'm surprised myself. I can't imagine talking like that to the head of a country. Doctor! What is it, Lighton? You're making a fuss. It's an emergency. One of the patients in the lobby just collapsed. He's completely unconscious. That's not good. Bring him here quickly, then. Yes, your lordship. That's our cue to step away. That would be for the best. Until we know the details, we cannot say for certain that we won't need your help. Who is this? How is he? He ain't looking too hot. He's going to be cold if he keeps this up. I gave him a thorough checkup, but while this definitely falls under the umbrella of internal medicine, the cause eludes me. If we could just get a proper diagnosis, we could prescribe a substitute treatment. This is a race against time. We may be able to find an answer, but the question is whether we can do it fast enough. His condition is that critical. What should we do? May I interject? Do you have a suggestion, your lordship? This has my gut feeling from the outset, Silent. But I think these symptoms may be indicative of a Riboten poisoning. Riboten poisoning. To my knowledge, there's never been a documented case in Crossbell State. Still, you may be right. What's Riboten poisoning? This is the first I've heard of it. It's an overdose of medicine. It's a rare condition caused by poisonous mushrooms that can only be found in the furthest reaches of the continent. The toxin itself is notoriously difficult to detect through conventional methods. However, the symptoms here are a perfect match, are they not? You're right. The simplest explanation would be that he ingested something transported from abroad. There's the doc's stamp of approval. I'll be damned. Prince Albert, you nailed it right on the head. It's nothing. More importantly, now is not the time to relax. Silent, does the hospital have the necessary drugs to treat Riboten poisoning? No, and I just ran out of requisite materials. If we only had them, I could easily synthesize a serum. Back to square one. If that's the case, I would like to request the aid of Arios as well as the ladies and gentlemen of the SSS. I ask that you find the ingredients needed to make that serum. Will you accept? Gladly. That's one thing exactly. What are the ingredients to find? Allow me to explain. The antidote to Riboten poisoning has two components. One is a medicinal herb known as antigrass. I believe you can find it in the Mains Mountains. The other one is a fungus referred to as alma mushroom. You can likely find it in the nearby wooded areas. That's right, come to think of it, I've only seen them down in the CGF survival training zone. Arios, if you don't mind, I would like you to head down to the mountains for the retrieve the grass. I trust you'd be most suited to handle yourself as an A-rank brazier in the event the search takes you off the beaten path. For the mushroom, I will go search for it myself, and I'd like the SSS to accompany me. Yourself? You are asking us to be your escorts? I am. and with good reason. Alma mushrooms grow in habitats that are home to a host of other fungi, all of which are similar shape and size. That makes them difficult to identify. You will need trained eyes like mine to help you locate the correct variety. The reasoning is solid. Having an expert come along would save us both time and trouble. Are you sure you're right with us taking over Arios? Yeah, those are some pretty big boots to fill. I must admit that I'm not comfortable with the idea myself. Nonsense. Our top priority is the health of the patient. If we're here to procure an antidote as quickly as possible, it's the only way. You yourself had nothing but good things to say about the special support section. There's no cause for worry, my friend. If you are truly so concerned, that's all the more reason to retrieve the grass and return as quickly as possible. Fine, have it your way. I'm leaving for the mountains then. Don't let his lordship out of your sight. You can count on us. We'll be sure to keep him safe. Then let's be off to the woodlands on Ursula Road. Silent, Lighton, if you could prepare a synthesization process while you monitor the patient's condition. Way ahead of you. Best of luck. Okay then. And it just takes us there. Good. A little hidden side quest. That's neat. That's why it's good to explore and poke around. We will proceed on foot from this point. Remain here and wait for our return. Yes, your lordship. Please be careful. That goes for all of us. These woods have a ton of monsters creeping and crawling. Okay, so I have an escort job. I'm glad these went away in Cold Steel because they're a pain in the ass. Yeah, if he gets a KO, it's game over. And all I'm going to say is, I'm glad these went away in Cold Steel. This is the last game you're ever going to have escorts. Found a mushroom. What about this one, your lordship? No, I'm afraid this isn't an alma mushroom. Did I equip their proper weapons? Yes. Oh boy. Hey Grand Prince, how about this one here? No, that's not it. What we need to find is an alma mushroom. Okay then. Well, these monsters are giving some decent experience. Is this the mushroom we're looking for, your lordship? Sadly no. I can tell that much from its appearance alone. Back to the search. Okay, then. Let's check further up over here. Ooh, big thing. Nope. No. Unfortunately not. Though the resemblance is similar, it's a different species. Okay, then. Further down the trail we go. Okay, that's what happens. That's what happens if they get knocked out. There it is. How about this one, your lordship? Ah, the search is over. I can guarantee without a shadow of a doubt this is an alma mushroom. Let's get back. Oh, these things want it.
番だな。エニグマ駆除。
行きますよ。ファイヤー。
やっ行くぜ。
任せて。
任せてくれ。
行きます。や
俺の番。はちょろいぜ。
A lot of Sepith for that. We pulled through. Are you alright, your lordship? Yes, I'm still in one piece, thanks to you. That's a relief. Why did so many of them attack all at once? The almond mushroom and its lookalikes in the vicinity are well known to be part of the monster's diets. My most educated guess is that they were simply responding to a perceived attack on their feeding ground. That would explain it. In any case, what's important is that we can help that patient now. I bought these mushrooms home with me as a souvenir. They were delicious, but I can't believe they were poisonous the whole time. How could I be careless? The exquisite flavor is precisely what makes the mushroom so dangerous. I'd advise you to skip the strange fungi next time you're looking for souvenirs abroad. Though your life is no longer at risk, we'll need to keep you hospitalized for a while to monitor your progress. I understand. Wouldn't want to be any more nasty after effects. Thank you again. If you want to thank anyone, it should be Arios, the SSS, and Prince Albert. They're the ones who found the ingredients for the medicine that saved your life. That's amazing. Thank you, everyone. I wouldn't be here if not for you. Never in my wildest dream did I think I'd have to have my life saved by Prince Albert of Rimaferia. Please, you give me too much credit. I merely confided the SSS were here found the correct mushroom. All recognition should go to them and Arios for their bravery in the field. You're far too modest, your lordship. If memory serves, you and Dr. Silent earned your medical licenses at the same time. And though your life led to statecraft, I would say your skill and experience in medicine are no less than that of a doctor in front of the lines. Wait, you're telling me the Grand Prince went to med school? I almost want to say it'd be strange if he didn't, seeing as Rimaferia is the continent's leading nation in healthcare. I'm merely a studious sort. I had the privilege of observing a few of Silent's surgeries when she was still in Rimaferia. The knowledge I gained from those days just happened to come in handy. If anything, I was only sticking myself in where I didn't belong, an inconvenience at best. It was the cooperation between the hospital staff, Arios, and the SSS. That's kind of neat. Well, I'm glad I went and did that. That was cool. Well, I'm going to end this. That's a good place to end this one. Thank you all for watching. Join me next time on Trails to Azure as I keep doing a run around of the state before meeting in with Princess Claudia. But until then, I'm the TheDarkSeraph, signing off. Goodbye.